Unsolved mystery. Isambard of Camp Drybone is seeking help to solve a mystery of missing persons. Let us get right to it then. Minfilia names the Amalja culprits in all this. You would do well to investigate them first. Much harm has been levied on these lands by Amalja hands. The flames burn where they might. Yeah, the flames burn where they might, but their light cannot stay the darkness in all places at all times. So that's just talking about the immortal flames. There have been brutal murders of callers at the church of Saint Adama Landama, innocents wishing no more than to pay their respects to the dead. The poor souls deserve a proper burial. I would see to the deed before mongrels catch their scent, but I know not if the Amalja still linger. Would you secure their remains for me, friend? You will find them on the eastern road. 12 willing, you may even come to learn something of what the Amalja seek in this area. Well then, let's just go look for some dead bodies out on the side of the road. Oh, nice. Get to just one-shot a bunch of stuff. Anybody else? Anybody? Nope. Alright. Ripe corpse. Let me just put him in my pocket. It is good to see you return. Were you able to secure the remains of our fallen? Ripe corpse. This poor soul appears to have been ravaged by an Amalja before sitting to rot for several turns of the sun. Ugh. Like the bag I put them in, I'm just going to throw out. With the bodies given back proper to the earth, the souls will find their way across to the other side. You have done a noble deed this day. I thank you. Now then, what of the Amalja? Did you see any? Surely such massive monstrosities as they cannot conceal their presence, much less take their quarry unawares. Ah, so there were Amalja remaining after all. I feared as much. Their part in the low-born disappearing is all but confirmed, but I sense there is more to this than meets the eye. The occasional Amalja raiding party would not account for people going missing in these kinds of numbers. The total is too great, and the questions too many. It would not surprise me in the least to learn of another hand in this. But whose? Countless travelers pass through Drybone every day, and even if it were one among them, how would we best discover who may be implicit in these vanishings? What poor people think. Isambard aims to turn his investigation to the common folk. What say we turn an eye to the common folk themselves? It may be among them that we find the reasons for these vanishings. 12 forbid it be so. There is a merchant by the name of Ungust who was born here in Drybone and grew up in the Golden Bazaar. A rough character, but he knows the people here better than anyone else. I'd wager he's at the inn, quaffing away the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show him, else he's not like to speak to you. Oh, this jackhole. Brr. Well, gods be damned. You're that bloody adventurer who threatened me back in Ul'dah. What in the seven hells do you want with me now? A few words scrawled in code by Isambard of Drybone. Dear friend, brr. Missing people, please help. Yours, Isambard. Folk around here are as wary as they come. They'll turn tail and run if so much as pass wind nearby. Played them all for fools and coaxed some hard labor out of them, I did. If anything, they're even more timid than before. What with all the disappearances? You can go talk to them yourself if you don't believe me. Please, miss, you just leave me be. I've nothing to say but this. I'll take who or whatever's been feeding off us low folk. That was a poor reading. What do you want from me? I don't know anything, I swear. Please don't kill me. Just as I told you, wasn't it? The whole lot of them are terrified. There's been talk of folk getting abducted, but if you ask me, they simply up and moved on to a better place. This place isn't exactly Casa del Sol, if you know what I'm saying. How dare you walk through me? This Ungust is just a rude person. Welcome back, Lavenza. Have you learned aught of import? I see. I suppose I should have expected as much from Ungust. Well, another thought occurred to me in your absence. The common folk are nothing if not fervent in their religious beliefs. Perhaps if they speak freely to their gods, then the clergy may know something of use. A proper burial. Isambard would like you to learn what you can from the clergy. If we would know what the common folk speak of to their gods, we've no better place to ask than at the church of Saint Adamalandama. It is a small and humble church found to the northwest of here. And so long as you are headed there, might I ask you to deliver this embalmed corpse? A morbid request I grant you, but it must be done born to burial, and I trust none more than you to see it done. Seek out a man named Marquez. He tends the graves of the Lich Yard. He will tell you where the body is to be interred. There's nothing I enjoy quite as much as hefting rotting corpses around. As a matter of fact, that's my day job. I am Marquez, yes. A body? Of course. There have been so many bodies of late. I apologize, miss. If you seek a place of burial, then there is an empty grave atop the ridge. Take the path and lay him to rest there. thought it was going to go up. What am I doing? Am I totally missing something? Or... Oh, it's... Oh, there's... Aha! Ha, ha, ha. Tricked again. A dead body ready for internment. God, don't tell me there's somebody... Bury the embalmed corpse. Oh, God, and he's just laying there. Ugh. Okay, now report back to Marquez. May they all walk in Thal's realm. What? Missing people? I'm afraid I cannot help you. But maybe Sister Arson can. She has been kind to me. Everyone has been so kind. I don't know why though. Pardon me. You will find Sister Orsen within the church walls. I hear you have done us the service of bearing a fallen soul. Please accept our gratitude and extend it to Isambard when next you see him. Huh? You seek knowledge of missing drybone inhabitants? It is true I am closer to the people than any other of the order. I confide in them and they in me. When they wish to speak to their keeper, Thal, I am the medium through which they do. Should I learn anything pertinent, I will be sure to share the information with you. I only wish Marcus would be more helpful in the matter. I pray he did nothing to offend. He saw terrible things during the calamity. His scars run deep. Indeed, he seems to now prefer the company of the dead over the living. I guess. I don't know. It like... At first, you're like, prefer the company of the dead. Like, that's creepy. But then at the same time, it's like, I guess, you know, he saw some stuff. And maybe just, I don't know, feels bad or, I don't know. While tragic, I fear such behavior ill befits the church. I received word not long ago that one of our recent visitors, a man called Thancred, I believe, took offense at his conduct. I must have words with Marcus and soon. Thank you, Lavenza. A burial is no easy thing, even when the departed is a stranger. Were you able to learn aught of the missing common folk? Oh. You've been keeping yourself rather busy of late, haven't you, Lavenza? A pleasure, my dear Isambard. The name is Thancred, and I share a passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons and why. I too spoke with Ungus more times than I care to count. There seems to be some truth to this notion of the common folk speaking their secrets only to those in service to the gods. Prostration, prayer, and penance. Abject deeds done behind closed doors, away from prying eyes. Who better to take the pious unawares than she who takes confession, the good Sister Orsen herself? Orsen, She wouldn't. She couldn't. Even the most beautiful roses have thorns, my friend, and you would be wise to keep an eye to this thorn, or to this rose. Still, the Lich Keeper Marcus, I'd swear to the 12 I've seen that face elsewhere before. And Thancred just dipped out. Just ghosted me. Alright. For the children. Arsenbard is concerned about the questions surrounding Sister Orsen's integrity. Sister Orsen, it cannot be. Though she is wont to travel to the Golden Bazaar on her own, and it is not uncommon to see her speaking to the children, but no, it could not be she, could it? I grow weary of these suspicions. I know there is one child in particular that she is fond of. Pray seek out the boy, Lavenza, and see if you cannot glean something from him about Orsen's activities. And now I'm getting all wet. I actually don't know how high the skybox is. You know, sometimes I'll just end up going around a mountain because I don't think I can actually go over it, and then it turns out I can. Can't talk to, well, 4 of the children's. Please help. Sister Orsen went out all on her own and hasn't come back. She always reads to me right here about Thal and the Order and the other side. I told her I lost my shiny thing and she went looking for it. But what if the monsters outside hurt her? Please find her. All right. Going out finding a shiny thing. Is she a goblin in disguise? And hello, A rank? I don't know. It's been so long since I've done hunts. I still love that. I don't know. It's just, I got a kick out of that. You are the one from the church. Thank goodness you arrived when you did. It seems my gratitude is yours yet again. You spoke with the child? Yes, well, I was able to find his lost trinket. It is a ring given him by his mother before she passed. I will see it safely back to him. I wonder what this thing's aggro range, because I was just thinking if you're like somebody that's, you know, going through this normally, like, are you just screwed? Like, you can't do this quest? Sister Orsen was attacked outside the Golden Bazaar. Gods forfend. I will secure a room at the inn for her should she require any rest. Searching for the mementos of orphans and risking her own well-being in the doing, no less? Certainly not the dastardly deeds Thancred would have us believe. Thank you for watching this video. I've had a great time going back through the story. If you've enjoyed it as well, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and come join me over at Twitch. My link is down below. I'll be streaming every Tuesday through Saturday from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Time. Thank you again.